caught a giant fish that could impale you or flip your boat? Many think it's an experience worth having. This is lucky angler Ken Fraser with his legendary bluefin tuna caught off Nova Scotia, weighing 1,496 pounds after 10 hours on deck. At current average tuna prices on Zajawa, it'd be worth over $86,000 on the market. Yet in 2019, a Japanese sushi chain paid $3.1 million for a 613-pound bluefin caught off Aomori Prefecture, northern Japan. That's because freshness, not size, is key in valuing bluefin tuna. In Japan, fishers use longline fishing with 2.9 kilometers of baited lines to catch multiple giant tuna at once. Tuna's a strong, aggressive fish that can fight for hours, raising body temp and reducing meat flavor. Japanese fishermen who catch bluefin tuna often use an electric shock to quickly kill it underwater. Once on board, they pierce the brain, cut the tail, and run wire along the spine as tuna heat up rapidly. This traditional method keeps fish fresher longer by removing blood and treating rigor mortis, not just for tuna. The fish is then fully gutted to speed cooling and prevent contamination from damaged organs during transport. Finally, it's flash frozen at -76 degrees Fahrenheit, keeping hundreds of giant tuna fresh for months on longline fishing boats. Japan's Tsugaru Strait is famed for its bluefin tuna, especially in winter when smaller fish abound. This season, bluefin tuna's rich, fatty meat is prized, with giants over 661 pounds often caught here. As global tuna supply drops, brave fishermen risk their lives for this seasonal bounty, braving 70 kilometers per h winds or risking fingers to the powerful pull of massive tuna. Known to reach impressive weights up to 1,432 pounds and lengths near 4.5 meters, swordfish is a prime catch in Izushira and Japan, fetching up to $22 per pound in premium markets. Recreational anglers in Zezewayasa use rod and line to catch swordfish. Anglers often spend 6 to 8 hours searching for live or artificial bait before getting a bite. Then the real fight begins. Using lines that can handle 800 pounds of force, fishermen rely on sturdy rods and reels built for the challenge. While prized by anglers, the swordfish's bill can be lethal, slashing violently during the prolonged struggle. Recently, this danger led to Italian surfer Giulia Manfrini's tragic death, fatally impaled while surfing in Indonesia. Swordfish can dive to depths of 2,000 feet when hunting for prey. These deep dives in dark waters have shaped a unique fishing strategy, with night being prime fishing time. As fish surface to feed, anglers use long lines with glow sticks on hooks to attract swordfish in the darkness. While it's possible to fish for swordfish and bluefin tuna solo, fish I'm about to show you can outmuscle even the strongest bodybuilders and NFL players. Naturally, no one wants to risk taking it on alone. It's the Goliath grouper, one of the ocean's mightiest fish, with a record size of 814 pounds and 8.2 feet long. This monster fish inhabits the warmer Indo-Pacific waters, particularly around Australia's coral reefs, Indonesia, and parts of the South Sea. Anglers drop bait, often fresh-cut fish or live tuna, 300 feet deep where Goliath groupers lurk. Once hooked, the battle begins. With powerful jaws and vacuum-like suction, it strikes with explosive force, turning the first pull into a life-or-death struggle. Its strength can snap rods or pull fishermen overboard into the sea. Consequently, Goliath groupers are typically caught using specialized hand lines or sturdy rods, with lines able to withstand over 1,000 pounds of force. Anglers rely on a special technique known as pumping and winding, where they slowly lift the rod and reel in the line with each small movement, working against the fish's enormous strength for hours on end. With market prices reaching up to $100 per pound in 2023, a single Goliath grouper can be worth over $80,000, especially in luxury dining markets across Asia and Zebulia. There are many more incredible giant fish catches worldwide, but I'll discuss those in other videos. Now, let's take a look at other massive catches from the sea together. Often found in the cold depths of the North Pacific, from Japan's coast to Alaska, the giant Pacific octopus is one of the ocean's most formidable creatures. It could stretch over 16 feet and weigh nearly 110 pounds. Octopuses have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any invertebrate, making them incredibly smart. There have been reports of octopuses swiping catches from fishermen and other sea items. Once caught, they must be placed in a containment cage for safety. One wrong move could mean a powerful blow from a tentacle. Like fish, they're gutted right after capture to keep them fresh. Recently, single octopuses sold at Japanese markets for up to $4,000. The colossal squid can be 15 meters long and 450 kilograms, like a Harley in size and weight. Unlike smaller cephalopods, catching large octopuses needs special gear or skilled divers, who brave cold, murky waters up to 600 meters deep to find them. However, based on sperm whale specimens, scientists estimate only 4.3 million giant squid remain worldwide. As a result, commercial fishers can only catch such large squid using the digging or rod and reel method. The United States is a major consumer of squid, mainly in the form of calamari. While some domestic squid fishing occurs in the US, especially on the East Coast, it's small compared to global consumption. Most squid eaten in the US is imported from China, South Korea, and Japan, the world's top 3 squid fishing nations. In 2020 alone, China caught an impressive 1,040,000 pounds of squid. Would you like to try squid or octopus? Let me know in the comments below. The Japanese spider crab, with legs spanning 3.6 meters, wider than a basketball hoop, lives in deep waters around Japan and the North Pacific. As the world's largest crab, it's a prized catch, with live specimens sometimes fetching over $3,000. How do giant fishing ships operate at sea? Many wonder about this when thinking of China's massive fishing industry. With over 14,500 kilometers of coastline, it's a world leader in seafood production. Millions of tons of shrimp and crab are caught yearly across the country. China's shrimp fisheries are incredibly rich and diverse. Has unique ecology, ideal for shrimp growth. Chinese fishermen use various methods to maximize shrimp catches. Most of the catch comes from trawling. This common method is often used on large fishing vessels. This trawl net is cast to the seabed and dragged by moving ships, collecting shrimp and other seafood. Moreover, modern Chinese fishing vessels are equipped with GPS navigation devices, radar and sonar systems to locate shrimp schools, helping fishermen catch more efficiently. After capture, shrimp are preserved on the boat to maintain freshness. Fishing vessels often have water tanks that keep shrimp at the right temperature. Sea-caught shrimp will enter a widespread distribution system across China. Shrimp is transported from fishing ports to processing plants or seafood markets. In October, crab fishing boats began operating in Jiangsu's densest water system. In less than a month, over 40,000 tons of Jiangsu crabs will start their journey to dinner tables across China. Each crab typically weighs between 150 and 200 grams. Removing crabs from nets is tricky due to their pointy shells. Fishermen must wear gloves to avoid injuries from sharp spines. However, crab fishermen don't need gloves in autumn. At this time, crabs have just molted and are very soft. In northern China, early autumn means a short crab growth cycle. Though smaller, these crabs hit markets early, pleasing eager customers. Fishermen work hard in temperatures below 5 degrees Celsius. They transport batches of crabs, then take breaks. They'll cook noodles with small, unsellable crabs. After resting, fishermen harvest crabs from late night till dawn, when the catch is highest. Within 24 hours, even crabs in the hut will die from lack of oxygen. So fishermen rush back to shore to get the crabs to market quickly. In the next few hours, these crabs will show up in restaurants. Shrimp fishing is huge globally, with 34 million tons caught yearly, mainly in Asia. It's key to Korea's maritime economy, using advanced, sustainable fishing methods. Korean shrimp fishermen primarily use bottom trawling. They cast trawl nets along the seabed to catch shrimp. This method's popular for big catches in coastal and offshore waters. Fishermen drag nets through the water at various depths. This helps find shrimp species not living right on the sea floor. However, trawls are much harder to catch with. Trawl nets are used selectively, based on shrimp species and behavior. Modern shrimp boats use advanced tech like sonar and GPS to find shrimp more efficiently. These tools help fishers optimize catches and reduce time at sea. South Korea's coast, including Jeju Island waters, is known for diverse marine life and rich shrimp stocks. Warm currents and varied seabed make this area perfect for shrimp fishing. Korea's total shrimp catch in 2023 was about 50,000 tons, per recent stats. Like fish or squid, shrimp fishing has closed seasons to allow populations to recover and breed. Fishing efforts create jobs in processing plants, where shrimp is prepared for local and export markets. Korean shrimp is popular globally, especially in Japan, the US, and European countries. How do Japanese fishermen catch millions of tons of shrimp annually? Many wonder about this when learning about Japan's fishing industry. With its vast coastline and rich seas, Japan leads in global shrimp production. Japanese shrimp fishing spans from the Sea of Okhotsk to the East China Sea. White shrimp signals the arrival of spring. It's known as the Jewel of Oyama Bay. Japanese fishermen use advanced techniques to maximize yield and minimize environmental impact. The most widely used tool is the trawl net. Modern trawls are designed to minimize bycatch of other seafood species. In Japan's North Sea, fishermen use modern trawls to harvest up to 50,000 tons of lobster annually. In southern seas, shrimp catching methods yield an average of 200,000 tons of shrimp per year. Japanese fishing boats use GPS and radar to locate shrimp shoals, optimizing the fishing process. Fishermen typically store large amounts of ice. After capture, shrimp are preserved on board to ensure freshness. Modern Japanese fishing vessels often have advanced refrigeration systems for optimal shrimp storage. Shrimp are sorted and placed in cold storage to maintain quality. After catching, shrimp products are distributed to markets, supermarkets, and restaurants nationwide. Japanese shrimp is also exported to China, where seafood demand is high. Besides shrimp, Japan's fishing grounds are rich with various crab species. Cold Okhotsk and Japan seas suit snow and hair crabs. Warmer Pacific hosts other species. In shallow seas with many crabs, trawl nets are cast as the ship moves. It's designed to collect crabs and scoop up other seafood. After capture, fishermen sort the catch. Crabs not meeting standards are returned to sea to preserve future stocks.